here from Should You Buy It, and today we're going to be doing a review slash swatches slash comparison of the Jolly makeup palettes. Now I saw these palettes on Amazon. Two of them, there's 3 of them total. 2 of them are $5 a piece and the other one is $6. These palettes are supposed to be really good dupes for the Urban Decay Naked palettes. Now these are not fakes or anything. These are made in America. You can buy them on Amazon. They are Amazon Prime items, so there's not going to be any harsh chemicals in these. The cat is crazy. There is not going to be any harsh chemicals in these that sometimes you can get when you buy stuff directly from China. This is made here in the States and it's all regulated like other makeup is. I know some people are like, oh, you know, they're kind of about that kind of stuff. So there is, like I said earlier, there is 3 of these palettes, 1 for Naked 1, 1 for Naked 2, and 1 for Naked 3. They have not come out with 1 for Naked Smoky, and I have no idea when that's going to happen. But I found these on Amazon. I was pretty excited to get these. The one thing that I'm going to have to tell you guys now is I do not have all 3 Naked palettes. I only have Naked 2, and one of these came to me broken. I was able to get my money back for it. So we won't be able to swatch all of them. Unfortunately for the Naked 3, came completely busted. I'm so sad. I do have the Naked 2 palette here, so we're going to be doing swatches of everything, and then we're going to be doing swatches comparing this to the Naked 2 palette. First of all, we're going to do a side-by-side comparison. Of course, the packaging is different. The colors are very similar, but in my opinion, these are no way a dupe for it. They are very similar. They are in the same tone range, but I can tell a total difference in a lot of these. For example, those 2 are not even close to being the same. Over here, they're kind of similar, but just with your naked eye, you can tell a difference. But we're going to swatch all these anyways, even if they're not a complete and total exact dupe for the colors or anything. These are still only $5 eyeshadow palettes, and they could be really, really good. First off, we are going to be doing swatches from the Jolly. I'm going to count this as Jolly Naked 1 palette. First thing I am noticing, these are extremely pigmented for what you buy. And for $5, ooh, I'm getting fallout everywhere. So as I am swatching these, I can tell these things do have a lot of pigment in them, surprisingly. I mean, for what you get, it's actually really good. I mean, even if they're not a complete dupe, they could replace a Naked palette very easily on a really, really affordable budget. One thing I also do not like about this palette, not that I do not like, but it's just kind of weird, is none of the colors have names to them. They're just colors in a palette. So, first impression of, I'm guessing I'm going to call it the Jolly Naked 1 or whatever we want to call it here. I really do like it. This is something that I'm probably going to keep and I'm probably going to use because I'm getting more into higher end makeup. But I also do like some of the cheapy stuff. This is cheaper than the drugstore even. I've never even heard of Jolly, and I tried to find some of their other cosmetics and I only could find their these palettes on Amazon, of course. I didn't really search that much farther. So, we are on to the Jolly Naked 2. One thing I am noticing with this palette, or with at least this one, I didn't really notice it on the other one as much, as these things are sometimes can get extremely chalky, and even when I'm swatching them here, they're tending to build up and then like break off. I mean, these are more of also metallic shades in this one, but as you can tell, all I did was swatches, and I didn't do that hard of swatches, and I'm getting a lot of breakdown. I don't know how to explain it. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan of this. Just with that part of it, I feel like you're going to go through a lot more product because you're going to have a lot of fallout on your brush. They are pigmented though. They're super, super pigmented. Of course, this one is also more of a metallic shade, like I just said. But if you're into the metallic shades or whatever, this might be worth it. To me, this is nowhere near the Naked 2 palette. for Urban Decay, the Naked 2 to me is a lot better. You get more for a little bit. But I'm not super impressed that these just keep falling out. It just keeps, there's so much fallout on here. I don't like it. I don't like having that much product wasted on this. And I have all this stuff on my pants now. So of course, like I said earlier, I'm going to be comparing the Naked 2 to this one as well. Just as I am swatching this already, I can tell a huge difference between the two different ones. Not in the Naked from Urban Decay just seems more tightly packed. It seems just like you get more. I don't know how to really explain it. But pretty much here are your comparisons. Of course, the Naked is on the top and the regular Dupe is on the bottom. These shades are somewhat similar. But I like the Naked better, honestly, for comparing them side by side, not comparing price or anything, or just comparing them pigment, no price, no nothing else. I like the Urban Decay better. To me, you get less fallout, you get a better pigmentation, but those are good for the price, but I feel like the eyeshadow is not as tightly packed into the palette as they are in the other ones. For me, when I was doing the Urban Decay 2 swatches, I could just feel that it wasn't as fragile. Let's just say that. I don't even want to drop one of these. It'll shatter, which is like every girl's worst nightmare. Alright, so we are on to the Jolly Naked 3. Of course, this is the one that came busted, so I'm going to skip swatching the two that are pretty much ticking time bombs. But now I know probably why they busted. They were shipped differently than the Naked 1 and 2 were. This was shipped in a box with another thing, so it probably got tossed around, and seeing how fragile these shadows are, I understand now why it busted. A little more pressure in the machine probably would have just helped with that. So here we do have, of course, the swatches. Of course, we did skip the 3 that busted. Oh, shit. Well, I just totally ruined one of these. I was swatching it, and I wasn't even swatching it that hard, and that one just crumbled. Just crumbled. There was no pressure in it at all. It was so fragile. So I just busted one of them. So with this one, of course, you can tell that the darker shades have a lot more pigmentation in them, but the lighter shades that you guys can barely see barely have any in them at all. Nothing compared to the Naked palettes or any other professional palette that I have dealt with. So this one is, for the darker colors, it has a really nice, rich tone. But I also did bust this one just swatching it, and it's not like I'm putting a lot of pressure when I swatch things. So with these, you might easily tear into these very, very easily. So if you, so if you're used to something like that, then this probably isn't an item for you. So overall with these products, I really do like the pigmentation. I really do like all of that part of it, but the eyeshadows are very, very fragile, and I like to be able to accidentally maybe drop my eyeshadows from my face to the counter and them not shatter. I have not done a shatter test with these. I'm afraid to do a shatter test with these. Maybe I will do a shatter test with these. Sure, why not? I'll do a shatter test with one of them. So I will see you guys in the bathroom. Alright, so we are in the bathroom now. I'm going to be dropping this from my height, which is probably just going to be, I'm 5'3", so maybe about 4.5 off the ground, onto the toilet lid, because that'd probably be about the same height that you would probably drop this, and we're going to see if this thing really does shatter. I'm extremely scared. Okay, so this is before. As you can tell, 4 of them are pretty much dead. It's not that bad. No more shattered. That one shattered just a tiny bit. But only the ones that pretty much were just already destroyed. That didn't break. That one didn't break. I'm actually impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed this thing did not actually shatter into pieces. So that is a I guess, a plus in its department. So overall with these, I am not super impressed. I do like the pigmentation. This is a very good starter palette for somebody who's just wanting to get into makeup. Maybe if you have a daughter or something who's wanting to get into makeup, or just for play makeup. It's only $5 on Amazon, and that includes the shipping. I'm just not super impressed with how fragile these shadows really are. Even if you did drop it and it didn't break, or it did break, it's just, I can't even swatch these without pretty much, you saw what I did. So I will hold on to these, and I might use these just for maybe traveling, and if they get ruined, then they get ruined, and I'm not out, you know, $50 like I would be with the Naked palette. But yeah, that's all I have. I want to know your guys' opinions on these. Have you tried them before? Have you not? Did you like them? Did you not like them? I'm kind of glad I didn't put this on my face, because I would have had fallout everywhere probably. The brushes also are teeny tiny. They are flimsy as fuck, and I could easily break one of these in half, which I should not be able to. I wouldn't, just comparing the two brushes, I mean, this one's still in the package. Look at that. It is wimpy. It's like the younger brother or sister. But yeah, so that's my opinion on this. I really would not suggest these for anybody who's looking to get into serious makeup or using makeup all the time. I mean, you just destroy these when you use them. But yeah, I just want to know your guys' opinion down below. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave those down below as well. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, join the Savings Army, never pay retail again. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!